The decision clears Fujimori of convictions for human rights crimes and graft when his right-wing government was in power from 1990 to 2000, and could define Kaczynski's legacy and rewrite political alliances. At least 2 ministers in Kaczynski's cabinet who objected to the pardon told him they wanted to resign, and Kaczynski might reshuffle the cabinet as early as this week, a government source said. 2 ruling party lawmakers quit his party as his political group planned next steps. Kaczynski, a former Wall Street banker who vowed as a candidate not to pardon Fujimori, based his decision on a medical review that found Fujimori suffered from a progressive, degenerative and incurable disease, according to a statement from the president's office. Late on Sunday, Fujimori was taken to hospital from prison by ambulance to treat a drop in blood pressure and abnormal heartbeat. But many in Peru saw the pardon as part of a quid pro quo. 3 days earlier, Fujimori's loyalists, led by his lawmaker son Kenji, unexpectedly saved Kaczynski from a vote in Congress that nearly removed him from office. To save his own skin, he cut a deal with Fujimori's supporters to infamously pardon a corrupt killer, said Veronica Mendoza, a leftist leader who competed against Kaczynski in last year's presidential election. Fujimori is a deeply divisive figure in Peru. While many consider him a corrupt dictator, others credit him with ending an economic crisis and bloody leftist insurgency when in power. Police fired tear gas at scores of Fujimori's opponents in downtown Lima, who waved pictures of the victims of a bloody counter-insurgency campaign during his term. Officers in riot gear stood guard at Kaczynski's house in the capital's San Isidro financial district as protesters called for the march to make its way there. Fujimori's family and supporters cheered the pardon as a long overdue vindication for a misunderstood hero. Holding a vigil at the hospital where Fujimori remained late on Sunday, his followers waved banners reading "Freedom for Fujimori." But the pardon was a blow to the relatives of victims, prosecutors and human rights activists who helped put Fujimori behind bars in a lengthy judicial process that earned Peru global plaudits for fighting impunity. The pardon might prompt one of the biggest political realignments in Peru since Fujimori fled to his parents' homeland of Japan in 2000 as a corruption scandal brought his decade in power to an end. Fujimori was extradited back to Peru in 2007 and later found guilty of commanding death squads that massacred civilians, bribing lawmakers and having a hand in the kidnapping of a journalist, among other crimes. His eldest daughter, Keiko, leads the opposition party Popular Force that controls Congress.